What's up, Facebook, YouTube, any other social media? This is Keanis Too Cold Williams, and I'm coming to you with my Max Out Monday. Doing things a little bit different this time. I think I'm gonna start posting the videos onto YouTube, start dropping the links, and I'm gonna start kind of transitioning into the Facebook Lives being more of a podcast Q&A. Maybe if someone has a question that they specifically want to talk about, I'll just make a quick video about that. So I guess that's what I'm gonna start doing with that. But right now, we're gonna hit this thing running today. Try to keep it short and simple. I'm not gonna really go too much detail with it. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video or not, or I'm gonna just keep it raw and authentic. So yeah, what I want to talk about today is who knows you. Reason why I want to talk about that is because I know we all probably heard the saying of it's not what you know, it's who you know. And while that might be something that's true, that's not always the case, especially going in this world, in this technology age where there's so much access to things and there's so many different people that can be seen now that it's kind of hard to kind of just be like, you know, who you know, because some other people might know that same person. You know what I'm saying? And you might not bring enough to that table for that person to actually put you on, or you might just get beat to the punch. It happens. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that the reason why I want to talk about who knows you is because it's a little different. You kind of step into this realm or this atmosphere of, you know, who can vouch for you, who can put you on game, who can put you in a position without you having to really do it. And I always use myself as an example. Like a lot of my career as a personal trainer. A lot of the clients that I receive are clients like word of mouth, or it's like, hey, I need a trainer, or hey, I need somebody who can create me a meal plan, or I need X, Y, and Z. And because of my profession, or because of my track record, and because of what I've done, I'm the first person people call if they know me. There's been situations where I don't even have to be in the meeting. I don't have to be there. But when the opportunity arises, or the company or the business or the church or whatever the conversation may be, and I fit that category, who's ever in that room that has worked with me, that knows me, or that respects me, they gonna vouch for me. And this is not even on no arrogance or cocky. It's because sometimes you just got to do your job and do your job well. A lot of times we get in these modes where we feel like we deserve to be somewhere, we deserve to be something, or we get ourselves in situations where we want to start and do something, but we don't do it to a higher level that people can respect and people can maintain. And we live in a world where that's a lot. Like it's monkey see, monkey do out here. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that when I do something, somebody else gonna do it because they think that my success is gonna lead to their success. So then that goes back to what I talked about last week about comparison kills. There's no drop to anybody that's doing certain things. You know, I mean, like I see a lot of people, they do candles, they do lashes, they do hair, they do boutiques, they do all these different businesses and all these different things. But they successful, they micro successful. I say micro successful because if you haven't made it between 2 to 3 years in your business, I can't really just completely say you're successful because you gotta last long. You know what I'm saying? But you got off track a little bit. But what I'm saying is that if you good at what you do, the money gonna come. If you good at what you say you can do, the customers are gonna come. The relationships that you build with people matter more than the money that you make, because when you build these stop burning bridges with relationships with people that you might need later on. I'm not saying you gotta kiss nobody's ass. I'm not saying you gotta be something that you're not. But what I'm saying is that you have to, we're humans. We live off relationships. We live off of compassion and empathy and emotion. That's what we do. But at the same time, when it comes into your business, when it comes into your family, when it comes into your life, when it comes into your career, you gotta have those relationships. And if you don't have the type of relationships to catapult yourself to another level, then you ain't gonna get there, because somebody who got that relationship gonna overstep your boundary. Gonna overstep you. And I'm not saying you gotta know the CEO of a business or you gotta know X, Y, and Z, but you gotta learn to put yourself in situations and being cordial with certain people and building that foundation, if that makes any sense. Because at the end of the day, when you get to this position and somebody's looking for you or somebody needs something done, they call you. They need you. But ain't nobody gonna call you or put you in that position if you give low quality service, product, or work or effort. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even have to be in business. It's just everyday life. And you treat that like even in your relationships and in your friends. Like if you look at your surrounding circle of friends, and every time a friend is going through something and they call you, granted, you can't just don't make yourself accessible to everybody because people will take advantage of you. But look at that moment when people call you all the time, when they reach out to you because they need your help to help them get through something. That just goes to show the kind of person that you are. That goes to show the kind of advice that you bring. That goes to show the relationship that you have with that person, that person value you so much that they willing to confide in you for advice on their own life that they have to live. That is a part of who knows you. But we have to figure out who we are in the process. I was listening to a podcast this morning and I was listening and it was basically like convicting my heart. And it was saying like, yo, you gotta control what you can control and you gotta be good or give all that you got towards whatever it is that you do. Now granted, this is a faith-based page, faith-based video, but not great without remembering all the verses just yet. But I know there's a verse in the Bible that says like, whatever you do, do it for the glory of God and do it to your best, basically. And when you do life like that, the success comes. And I know all y'all entrepreneurs out here, all y'all business owners, or y'all want to start a business and y'all feel like y'all behind, or you feel like you're not making any progress because you want to start a boutique, but there's an online boutique all across your whole neighborhood. You want to do you want to sell lashes or you want to sell candles, but there's some other person in your neighborhood doing the same thing. Don't get discouraged by that. Don't be discouraged by that. I promise you, you don't have to be sad or upset or discouraged. Use that, because in that moment of competition, only the strong survive, or only the best will rise to the top. So if you really, really want to be that person, even if you make one sale to one person, that one person knows that person, and that one person knows that person, and that one person knows that person. But at the end of the day, the first thing that person is gonna ask is, how good was it? Or how good was he? What do they bring to the table? What makes you different from somebody else? And then, like, say if you're in these different, like, let's say you're trying to do these different businesses and things like that, or you have a service that that you want to do. Like, I'm just gonna speak from personal experience. My dad works a regular basic 9 to 5, right? Most of the time it's like a 9 to 7, right? And my dad is all these different, he's a handyman. And my dad can do anything. I watch my dad sit, like, either if he don't know how to do it, he gonna figure it out until he nearly cut his finger off or cut his arm off until he figure out how to make it happen. Or he gonna hop on YouTube University, he gonna spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to see what it is that he needs to do or how he can do something by learning from somebody else. But the thing that I've always known is that growing up watching my dad be a handyman is that my dad makes sure that no matter how big or how small the job was, he did it to the best that he could. And if not better than somebody who is a professional at it. For example, to this day, I live in Austin, Texas, and to this day, People from my hometown or surrounding areas of little bitty East Texas will call me or find me on Facebook, and my pops don't do social media, but they will call me and say, hey, I need your daddy's number because my hot water heater broke. I need your daddy's number because X, Y, and Z, because I don't want to do X, Y, and Z, or I don't feel like I want somebody who I can rely on that I know is going to come out here and get it done. Cheaper prices, whatever the case may be, but it's quality. You don't have to worry about it breaking the next day. He not doing it for the money. Trust me, I've gotten on my daddy a lot of times where I'm like, yo, you can't be giving all your service out here to all these people and you not getting paid for what you putting in. But my daddy always says, he says, but they gonna remember me. My daddy will always say, they gonna remember me. They might not, they at any time something break, who they call it. And when I fix theirs, who they tell it. You know what I'm saying? And so I internalized that growing up. And to this day, I'm a firm believer, charge your worth, but charge your worth with quality. If you do a good job and you feel like you deserve this, and this, then you go for it. Like demand it. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's willing to demand it from somebody else and you doing the same thing, if not better, why can't you demand that as well? Because at the end of the day, like I said, when it boils down to who knows you, if you do your job well, no matter what it is, they gonna call. They gonna reach out. Every single person that you meet, this is my business people right now. Any person that you meet is an opportunity for your business to grow, and that's an opportunity for a client or a customer. But you also gotta look at your clients and your customers not as commodities or monetary. You gotta look at them as people with a need that you can provide for them. Let's flip that into the whole faith thing, all right? Every single person that you meet is an opportunity for you to minister to them. For example, in our Sunday school and church, we talk a lot about like how do we show who God is without being a forceful Christian or being a forceful person or being this overly aggressive. Because at the end of the day, we all know those over churchy people or those over judgmental Christians that want to jump in your face and tell you this, tell you that, blah, blah, blah. But it's our job as believers to, share the gospel, draw people in, show them the way, if they think that's the way, whatever. But you live that by how you carry yourself. You live that by who you are. You live that and you express that. I ain't got to go and tell nobody that I'm a Christian. I don't have to say it because I wear it on my sleeve. Literally, I wear it on my sleeve. But I don't have, like, just how I carry myself. You know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I used to work at a gym, and every morning when I woke up, or when I got to the gym, 5 a.m., 5:30 sessions. Now, I'm not perfect. I need to work on it. I need to do better at sticking onto the plan. But I would wake up, take my Bible with me, and I would read my Bible every morning. And the reason why I did that was not for anybody else or to prove whatever. It was because I'm trying to keep myself straight, myself mentally stable. Because being a trainer, bro, you don't know what kind of personality you're going to get out of your client that day. You don't know. And so me personally being like, I can get emotional or I can get frustrated really easy. I have a short fuse. I need to stay grounded in what keeps me peaceful, right? Whatever that is for you. Choose your choice. Choose whatever. But by me doing that, there were people that were just like my own coworkers. It would be members of the gym. It would be my bosses or whatever. They would ask me, why are you doing this? Or what are you reading? Or what? And that's my opportunity. And then to use that in another realm, like, because they knew that I was a Christian guy, I wear my faith on my sleeve. I don't force myself on nobody. But when there was like preachers, or when there was like, people who are faith-based people that you could tell, or let's just say somebody walks in the gym who had a cross on their shirt or a cross necklace, but they looking for a personal trainer. Because people knew I was that Christian trainer, because I lived my life in a specific way, they recommended me because they felt that my lifestyle can reconcile with their lifestyle and will make them comfortable. It's like I say, it's sometimes it's not what you know, it's not who you know, it's really who knows you. And the who you know and who knows you can kind of seem the same, but they really not, because there's people who don't know me. I've never met certain people ever. I've never met them, never seen them before, never talked to them. But when they see my social media, or when they see they know somebody, or whatever the case may be, they see me somewhere, but they don't know me, but they know of me. So that, and they recommend me. I don't know if y'all ever get on Facebook or whatever, and you post that in need of blank, and then Facebook creates this whole little random little map thing that tells you like, this is the area of where you should be looking or whatever. It's weird, but that's how they watch you. And then out of nowhere, all of a sudden you or you put a hashtag in there, and all of a sudden you start getting all these inboxes and you start getting all these comments of people that do something. But notice that it's a different person. But if you keep looking, or if it keeps going on and you ain't made a decision yet or whatever, you start seeing one person's name keep constantly popping up. One person's name keep constantly popping up. So eventually, if you're like, okay, if they keep recommending this one person, then I might need to check this person out. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And like, tired, y'all. But to take it all into one big bowl is that, how you carry yourself, how you provide your service, or how you provide, just relationship with people can take you a long way than money can. You know what I'm saying? And just be mindful of what you do. Be mindful of how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know at my job at Vision Body, right? We have a standard, and our standard is we want to be the Chick-fil-A of fitness. Our company does not advertise. Like, we don't advertise. We might run an ad here and there, but we don't advertise, because what happens is we have our team of trainers and our team of workers or whatever, we all bring something different to the table. We all bring something that nobody else has, or something that somebody's stronger at. We got chiropractic, we got a sports performance, you got me at strength and conditioning and health and wellness. You got, all these different people mixed in one bunch. And whenever a client comes in and says, hey, I want to do blank, what do you say? Oh, I'm not that, but he is. Oh, I can't do that, but she can. And then it grows and it grows. Or we have clients and people that come and train with us, and when they leave, they had a great workout. They loved it. We do something completely different that people don't do, and I'm gonna make a video about that later. But they're like, oh, I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed it. Oh my God, girl, you need to go work out with them. Oh, well, and then that person ain't never met us. They ain't never seen us before. They've never talked to us before. But because we gave something to somebody else who knows us, they will go out and recommend you. But it's all about how you carry that. It's all about what you put out. Because I'm a firm believer, what you put in is what you get out. You reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? Like, first things that I'm about to finish up with it real quick, but when I look back at my life as a personal trainer, when I was doing it for free, those people that I was training for free, that I helped change their life the best way that I could. It wasn't perfect, and I still keep in contact with a lot of them. But me doing what I did kind of catapulted where I'm at now. Because, as a trainer, I feel like I don't want to turn people away for their finances or their resources. If we can make it work, we'll make it work. We can find some way to make it. I'm going to charge my worth, and I'm going to get whatever I got to get, I still got a family to feed. But at the end of the day, who's to say that me helping you is not the one person that I need to change, that need to get where I want to get, but at the same time, I'm making an investment in your life. That kind of stuff like that. Like, I was giving away free t-shirts. I was giving away free water bottles. I was giving away free water, Gatorade. I was doing everything for free. And the people, and I have this saying, and I say it all the time, is your success is my success, whether it's money or whether it's exposure. So y'all take, I'm done ripping up paper right now, but y'all take that however you want to take that, but just know that sometimes you gotta do what you do and do it well so that the people that you do things for will recognize you when you're not watching or when you're not around. Who's gonna be talking on your behalf in those boardrooms? Who's talking on your behalf for that job recommendation? Who's talking on your behalf for that college letter of recommendation or whatever the case may be? Who's talking for you? Because at the end of the day, they talking for you because they want you. They talking for you because they believe that you are the person that can do it for them and get the job done. But at the end of the day, you don't get to that position if you don't provide the quality that that person's looking for or whatever. At the end of the day, especially if you're doing entrepreneurship or you're trying to do business, yo, if you love it, do it. I really do not like when people do things they don't love because they're just trying to make money. I get the hustle. If it's a side hustle and it can bring a little extra chunk change in every month to help pay your bills, by all means do it. But if you want to make it a career and you don't love it, don't do it. Don't do it. Do what you got to do, or do it for however long you have to do it to make ends meet and to do what you got to do. But if you want to make it a career and you want to make it a lifestyle and you don't like it or you don't have the passion to really put effort into it, don't do it, bro. Don't make it the number one thing. Because I promise you, once you get burnt out, it's over with. Or once you stop putting in the effort, it's over with. For example, I do supplementation. I like Herbalife. I love products. I take them and everything like that, but that ain't my life. It's a resource to help my clients and to help me physically, mentally, and emotionally. Well, not emotionally, that ain't great. But you get the drift. Like, it's exactly what it does. It supplements, it helps, it brings in extra, but it also brings extra results or whatever. But I love training. I love people. I like reading. I like writing. I like talking. I love all that. So I just mix all that into one thing, into my fitness. You know what I'm saying? But I don't solely just focus on one thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just rambled all. That kind of went all left a little bit, because that's something I'm working into for next week. It kind of just popped in my heart and in my mind. But at the end of the day, y'all have a good day. Y'all take this Max Out Monday and post it, share it, subscribe to my YouTube. I really don't know how that really works. I just know you're supposed to click the little bell button, and I'm not gonna edit this, I don't think, because I don't know how to. So if you know how to edit, call me. Call me. Teach me how to edit or edit it for me, because I don't want to do it. All right, y'all say hey to Nova. This is our little shorty. So if y'all want to say hey to Nova, say hey to Nova. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day.